My name is Laura Duckworth. I've been with the kitchen for not even quite a year. Um, Still learning a lot about it, really excited about the organization. And I got into it through working with the Junior League. I was on a homeless youth committee, and so our project was to work with the rare breed and to try to find ways that we could help end youth homelessness in the Springfield community and the surrounding areas. So once we had some rare breed staff come to speak to us, I just realized how much more I wanted to be involved and to be directly involved with the rare breed and the kitchen. Um, I started doing some studies on how the stress of being homeless impacts children and how that cycle is continued due to mental illness that can be caused from post-traumatic stress, depression, the lack of nutrients and not knowing where you're going to get your next meal just causes so much stress on kids, and they need to be being children, learning and playing and social learning, and homeless kids are not getting that at all. So the more that I heard about that, the more I wanted to get involved. So once I realized that the rare breed was a part of the kitchen, I wasn't fully aware of the whole organization. And now I regret that because I wish I would have been doing this so much longer. But it kind of fell into my lap in the perfect way. I also teach a spin class at Genesis, and one of my members in my spin class, we were talking about how we felt about the homeless community and what we wanted to do to help it, and it turns out he was the board president. So he was like, hey, you should consider getting on the board. And I was really excited about it. And the more that I talked to the board members, once they were interested in having me, the more excited I got. I, like a lot of the community, thought that the kitchen was closed after the Missouri Hotel, and that is such a common misconception that I really wanted to speak about how the direction that the kitchen is taking is so amazing, that the success of the new way of approaching it is so much better because we're benefiting by ending long-term homelessness. With housing first, like, it kind of goes back to the Maslow's hierarchy of needs and how people who are focusing on survival, on trying to get shelter and food, they're not able to try to better their lives. I mean, if you don't know where you're going to go home to, if you don't know where you're going to get your next meal, how do you expect to try to hold down a job, try to progress your life in a positive way? And so the approach of the kitchen, of finding caseworkers and partnering homeless people with caseworkers so that they can progress, is just a beautiful thing. And one thing that immediately caught my attention is how all the people that I talked to about the kitchen who are involved with the kitchen use the word client. It wasn't just the homeless people, it wasn't an other, it was about their connection with their clients and how they're serving those people, and how now we as a board member am serving the clients. And I just really respect that. I think that the approach of getting people into long-term housing or into transitional housing to help them to get back into the community, just the long-term progress is really exciting. I just feel like we are just one degree of separation from homelessness. So if one of us, or me, a friend, an acquaintance, a coworker, any one of us could lose our jobs, we could have an impact like a natural disaster like Hurricane Harvey. We could have an accident, health issues arise, all things can come up in your life, and then all of a sudden you don't know where to go, you don't know who can help you. And the services that the kitchen offers is just amazing because it's going to help people move forward and to get back into the community, from setting up the caseworkers, helping people find jobs. I myself hate paperwork and legal matters and things like that, and I can't imagine trying to work on something like that without the internet, without a roof over my head. Trying to accomplish all these things is overwhelming just every day. And if you're faced with something like, I don't have a place to live today, then how are you going to move forward in the world? So I just really wanted to be a part of the kitchen to help move forward the people in our community who need us, because we're all in this together, and I want to be there for the people who need me. I would want them there for me. So this has been just a beautiful organization to join. I'm really excited about the direction we're going with the new shelter, and with the capital campaign and how everything is coming to fruition. It's going to be amazing to see how many lives we can change through all of the efforts of the kitchen board, of the kitchen staff, of the caseworkers. It's just really exciting to see how it's going to progress.